everybody, it's Marcie, and today is Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday. Today is Thursday, and I am going to make my mom's famous cheesecake. Josh has not been in town for like 8 months, and he came in for his birthday. Don't worry, we're still social distancing, masks and all of that when we're in the same room. So I was going to make his favorite, which was cheesecake, for his birthday tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, honestly, I told you how I'm going to be making all these things for my cookbook. This is one that is not in my cookbook. I don't know how I left it out when I was putting it together. So I'm glad it'll be here so that people will have a place to go and, you know, watch it or see it. So I'm going to be sort of more specific than I normally am, because I will tell you all the ingredients, because it's not going to be written in that cookbook. Okay. Let's turn this down. And my mom made this, I mean, this was like the special occasion thing when we were all growing up. Now, I have like a sort of recipe for the crust in here, but she always said to just use the recipe on the graham cracker crust box, which is what I use now. Okay, so this calls for, and I think I double it because I have a really big cheesecake pan. And Josh likes crust too. Okay, so I'm going to use 2.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. And like I said, that is doubled. Plus, it's so much easier when I don't have to like make it stretch. Let's see. Isn't that good? Nope, that's just 2. That should be good. Okay, 2.5 cups graham cracker crumbs. Let me throw everything over here to get out of the way. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to put that in a bowl. Oops, except that was really stupid. Because I need my directions. 1/4 cup sugar, so I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. Oh, and you know what? I don't have enough butter because I only did butter for 1. Oh, well. Okay, 1/2 cup sugar. Is that going to be it? A little bit more. Okay, that should be it. Okay, 1/2 cup sugar. And this is 1/3 cup butter. Might have to get a little bit more. It's melted butter, and it doesn't really, you just need enough to like get it moist so that it'll hold together for a crust. Whoops, some of that sugar needs to come apart. Yeah, this is definitely gonna need a little bit more at least. Okay, I'm gonna keep mixing that. Hold on, I'm gonna grab this. Okay, I'm not going to be adding a full 2/3 cup because, first of all, I don't have that defrosted. I usually keep the butter in the freezer. And that much is not defrosted. Okay. Whew, man. This is why this is not a professional TV show. Okay. Got that. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and spray this with some Pam. The recipe actually says to butter the dish, but Pam works just as well. Oh, and you have a springform pan. Love those. Whoops. Bless you. Okay, so our pan's ready. We should have that coming soon. While I'm waiting for that butter, I'm going to go ahead and start on the filling. The biggest thing is 4 blocks of cream cheese. Calls for 2 pounds of cream cheese, so if you get it in a different way, that works, as long as you have 2 pounds of it. Okay, here's the rest of that butter, because I want to move this pan so you can see better. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, like I said, it doesn't have to be wet, it just has to be good enough to hold together. And this will be good. Okay, now push it, put it all in here. Now, I would tell you about all the awards that this cake has won for my mom, except that wouldn't be true. She's never like entered anything, but this is the one that our family always likes. And there's a couple of those little chunks of sugar. Okay, so now what I'm going to do real quick is pat this around so it's all in there. And I sort of like the crust to go up the sides a little. Okay. I have it going up a lot there because I do have a lot of crust in here. But like I said, it's graham cracker crust. What is not to love about that? Okay, now you don't need to cook this ahead or anything. This is just like ready to go. So I want to push it down a little firmer with my hand. Perfect. Okay, let's move this crust out of the way for now. And we're going to get going on the cheesecake part. Now, I told you 4 bricks of cream cheese. And if you can get them at room temperature, that makes it a little bit easier. I've certainly done this right from the fridge sometimes. Oh, my dog knows the sound of this. She loves to lick off the wrappers. Not happening now. Okay. Wow, I should probably unwrap these ahead of time. Okay. Get all of that off because this is like the basis of it. Then we're going to add some eggs, some sugar, vanilla. My recipe calls for lemon rind. I never really add that. I don't know why. I guess maybe I tried lemon rind once and it was too bitter for me. So I've never really added that. But just so you know, it calls for that, but not necessary. Yeah, you can tell this is room temperature because it's really sticking. Okay, and the last one, and what else? So I am going to use lemon juice because it does call for that. And you guys know I'm not the best at having to measure exactly. Okay, last one. And while I'm thinking about it and have time to talk, I made some of my deliveries today, the ones for the teachers. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put up about the 2 places I took them. I took all the candy to today, and I think you guys would think I made some good choices. Okay, we need 1 1/3 cup sugar. That is a lot. Yeah, that's a little, well, no, actually, that's pretty close. Here, we'll get a little bit back. Okay. 1 1/3 cup sugar. Can you believe I actually measure something? Sometimes there are things I do measure. Okay, then a teaspoon vanilla, not measuring this. Josh, can you do something with her? Okay, a teaspoon of vanilla. Yeah, a little bit more. My good vanilla, you know how I like that. And then, no lemon rind, I told you, but juice of 1 lemon. Again, we're gonna do about like that, so I like it lemony. Actually, my family likes it lemony too, so that's always good. Now, the one thing I am missing here is the eggs. We need 4 eggs. And I'm gonna crack it into this, just in case there's a problem with an egg or we drop some shell in. Okay, let's put those in. And one more. So really making this from start to finish, you can see it's really, it might not be my normal 10 minutes. It's really gonna be close. The longest thing with cheesecake is the cooking. It cooks for an hour and a half at 325, but then you turn the oven off and let it sit for another half hour in there. And the other thing that's a little different, wait, I want to get this stirred up before. I don't want it shooting all over. Okay, we're gonna let that mix together. So the other thing that's a little different about this is you take the pan and you put it in another pan that it'll fit in. And then I'm gonna put water in this pan, but it's a big pain to walk with this to the oven. So what I usually do is I take a pitcher of water, put this in the oven, and then fill it with water around it. And give it, you know, as much as you can, maybe half an inch to an inch of water. I'm not sure why cheesecakes bake like that. I could make up some story, or I guess I could even look it up. Imagine that. But I think it needs the extra moisture in there. And the times that I've forgotten to do this, it does come out more cracked. A lot of times it does crack too. So then the other thing when you're finished is, I mean, we're almost done here. Here, I'll turn up for while it's stirring stuff. So when you're finished, you can top it with whatever you want. Fresh strawberries. We always like that tub of frozen strawberries. Let that defrost and put some of that on top, because they're always there, always available. And a lot of times I'll get that and mix some fresh strawberries into it. If you like blueberries, whatever you want. Oh, this would be good with like Oreo. I feel like I did this once with a Dove something. Something with Dove. Oh, wow, I should have tried this with Oreo. Crumbling Oreo in there. Oh, that would be great. Okay, let me scrape this down. I'll turn you over here. Yeah, I'll put up the poem I wrote. I don't know, I always write poems and stuff for things like this, but I'll put up the poem I wrote. I've got a big post coming tomorrow with everything about Valentine's Day for these teachers and everything they do. Okay. Let's turn it up just a little bit. Maybe not, might shoot over. Okay, that is gonna be good. Still looks like, you know, you can still see some chunks of cream cheese, but don't worry about that. It's gonna be fine. It wouldn't be like that if I mixed the cream cheese up first and then added all the other stuff, but it'll disappear as it cooks. So just want to make sure I don't have any big hunks stuck on the bottom. Okay, now we are going to pour this in here. Oh, perfect. I'll tell you, having a mix master makes all the difference on some recipes where you don't have to stand there holding beaters. But I've certainly done it many times like that. Okay, so now I'm going to move this to the oven, put water in the outside, cook it for an hour and a half at 325, and then I'm going to turn off the oven and let it sit for another half hour. Then I'm going to take it out, stick it in the refrigerator, and it'll be all ready for his birthday tomorrow. So that's it today. Thank you again for all the people who donated for me to help the teachers, because I know I like love doing this kind of stuff, and this one felt really good and really necessary. And it wasn't teachers, it was school personnel. So it was everyone at the school, from the teachers to the janitors to secretaries, everyone, because they're all a part of it. So thank you. I want you to look for it tomorrow for what I put up about the schools. So thanks again. Bye.